So here we're looking at antiderivatives and how to do. So first we're going to do a little review. We've got two functions here, x squared minus 5, x squared plus 3. And if we differentiate those to get y dash, we get 2x for x squared minus 5. And we also get 2x for when we differentiate y equals x squared plus 3. So we actually end up getting the same answer. Doesn't matter whether the constant was 3 or negative 5, since when we take the derivative, the constant always disappears. But when we're trying to reverse it by anti-differentiating, so what we're starting is that we're starting with y dash equals 2x, which is the answer we got for the first time, but we're going backwards to find y. So that's why we always put plus c on the end of it. We don't know what the constant is, so we just put c just to remind us that there might have been a. If we have more information, we can actually find what c is. So, given that we've got 2x, but we know that y equals 4 when x equals 1, we're going to find an equation for y. So we're going to integrate it first. So raise the power by 1, so the 1 becomes a 2, and divide by the new power, so divide by 2. So divide by 2, and then the 2's cancel out, so we end up with x squared plus c. Then what we do is that we just substitute in. So we put 1 for x and 4 for y. Then we get c equals to 3. So we end up with y equals x squared plus 3. So an equation containing a derivative is called a differential equation. It becomes an initial value problem, i.e. with the plus c, when you're given the initial condition and asked to find the original equation. So we can do things with what's called definite integrals, and they have little numbers on the either side of the integral sign. So how we do those? So we integrate, but we don't put plus c. So we don't need this plus c, because what will happen is that the c's kind of cancel out when as I show further how to do the problem. So when we integrate x squared, raise the power by 1, becomes 3, divide by the new power. So we see here I've got the plus c's in red, but you can see that this plus c cancels with this negative plus c, and so that's why they cancel out. So if we put the numbers in first, so what you do, you put the biggest number in first, and then the smaller, or the one on the bottom, second, and you subtract them in the middle. So here we've got 64 over 3 minus 1 over 3, and we end up with 63 over 3, which is 21.